today's reading, we're just gonna go is what's love gotta do with it? So we're gonna go back to that old song. What's love got to do with it? What's love? A second-hand emotion. Is it? I don't know. Let's find out. So we're gonna be dealing with love. Self-love, divine love, family love, empathic love, glorious love, horrible love. Love that entraps us and love that frees us. So thank you, ancestors, spirit guides, my higher self, your higher self, for allowing us to convey this interesting message. I woke up with the idea in my mind this morning. So I was like, you know what? We're going to do it. First card out. 3 of Cups. So you got coming together of energies, people, celebration, people who maybe appreciate each other, perhaps soul families coming together. Okay. We have Knight of Swords in reverse. All right. That's interesting. Maybe you gotta slow something down. Slow down some concepts and ideas. We have the Hermit in reverse. People are coming out of their shells. Finally, it took you long enough. What took you so long? Okay. The High Priestess in reverse. Uh-oh. She came up twice. I feel like today she's dealing with, she came up yesterday. Today she's dealing with illusions. Because it was blocked intuition, but I'm feeling some illusions. You gotta get out of the illusion that maybe somebody cares about you. Maybe you have an illusion that you love yourself. And really you're dealing with a form of self-hate or self-torture. Thankfully, I hate this card. 7 of Swords reversed. So we're getting something back. Or maybe we're catching that thief in the night. Finally. Oh, and we got some decisions. And you're going to have to rely on your intuition for these decisions. So we have the 2 of Swords there. Or perhaps some choices. Let's pull one more. I'm going to be pulling from the Romance Angels Oracle cards too. And then we have 2 of Cups at the end. So 3 of Cups, Knight of Swords, the Hermit, High Priestess reverse, 2 Cups. I feel like that's, and then we have the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So he feels like he's coming to offer a gift that feels earnest, feels very sincere, feels very in alignment. So we might be getting some emotional offers at this time. We do have a lot of Cups and a lot of Swords here, and then we have some major arcana that popped up. So this is going to be either alignment within the self or alignment with others, or aligning with others. Hey! So let's see what we got on these. How's work? I guess it was good. See, there's your codependency popping up there. Do-do-do. Love goes. Freezing. Okay. Boom. Past life relationship. Okay, that's interesting. That's not always a good thing. That could be some karmic energy. It feels like for some people it's going to be very, very sincere though. Something coming in. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Interesting. Finances and career. Financial issues are a love factor in your life right now. So it might be really important to abstain from dealing with a relationship or anything and really get your finances and career straight, even as this person is pushing into your reality or trying to come back into your reality. They might not even be the one, it's just the energy right now. And we also have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Alright. And she's got an offering there. Interesting. I feel like these are sort of self-explanatory at this. See? And this came up when I was shuffling. Codependency. Codependency. It's so funny because in one of the groups today I posted about empaths being really careful about not attracting to or getting with narcissists. And this past person could have been that, but how they made you feel. You see how she just seems to just give in, and then she's wearing green, that's representing the heart chakra, but she's like totally just giving in. And here, reconciliation, she's crying. She's got her heart open, and he sort of looks like a leech, like he's just holding her back. So might have to contact your higher self for that. I'm gonna pull one more. And we have children. Your love life is being affected by children. Also children spirits, spirits that we create through sex. So it could be that because you create spiritual children when you sleep with somebody, especially over a long period of time, and those energies are entities and they want to be born into this reality, so they may be trying to force something back together. And then we have in the bottom, true love. This is a romance of a lifetime. Now they seem like they're giving into each other, so this is really a lot of mixed energies right now. This is because we have this beautiful Knight of Cups with a sincere offer. Under him is the King of Swords. Like, I ain't playing around. Okay, and we have the Three of Cups. So I feel like this is really dealing with soul families coming together. And you may want to rely on some of your friends, some of your very close people, the people who love you the most, for advice. The Knight of Swords in reverse. I feel like now might not be the time to charge forth with ideas or concepts, or just say what you're saying, but sort of blurting things out. It may not be received well. If you're just blurting things out, you know, some people can't handle the truth. So you really have to take some time to figure out who can handle the truth and who can't. A lot of people have been in their houses, so the Hermit card in reverse. So you're getting a little antsy, perhaps wanting to come outside, wanting to see the world. Now this here, is interesting, and it's coming up twice, and then you have codependency here. So while we want to stay optimistic, this one, stay optimistic about your love life, there's something you need to reconnect with your higher self, because there's something you're missing, or reconnect with your spirit guides, your ancestors, your God, whatever you really align with within yourself. It's going to be super, super important to do that so that you can make a good decision here. And this card I've dealt with a lot. especially going through what I went through this last year. When the Two of Swords come up, it's really, really important to trust your intuition. You may have a decision that you need to make that you don't want to make, and you may sort of be at a fork in the road or be dealing with two paths. And you're weighing your options, because you see how she's weighing this, even though these swords look heavy. Her arms don't look that big, but she's weighing those swords or those options, those ideas, those concepts, what she wants to create in her reality very carefully. So you're weighing your options at this time very carefully. Now, Seven of Swords, I always look at him like he ran off on the plug, right? When he's reversed, that's sort of a good thing, because something that we feel we may have lost, some sort of idea, a concept that we were building on that we feel like we lost, is coming back. That also, I mean, you have reconciliation, so a lot of exes are trying to contact you. Say no. You left them for a reason. Unless it feels like something that, I mean, I'm not seeing here, I mean, there is true love on the table, but I'm not seeing here that choosing something from the past is really going to affect your future in any positive way. Plus, you're focused on this. You're getting your bag right now. So, perhaps indulging in more self-love would be really more positive at this time. And then we're ending on, well, the tarot cards are ending on the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups, and you see how there's also the caduceus there, so that there could be some DNA activation happening. This is emotional equality. Well, that's the channel from the card. So if this past person comes back into your life and you're not feeling like your cups are equal or even emotionally, then that's not going to be someone that you're going to want to choose for your future. So I'm going to pull some of these Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards. So be very cognizant of that, and that might be part of the decision. You might have to choose a future where you don't know if you're going to be with anyone anytime soon, or where you might have two different people, someone that you met recently and maybe someone from the past. And it's an important decision, because who you choose to love and be with, what is this, bittersweet, is going to truly affect your reality in your life. So I don't read oracle cards upside down. Like, I don't do reversals with them. So if it comes out reversed, I'll put it right side up. And I may or may not, if I feel called. I love these cards. This was my first deck. I may end up pulling, you know, opening the book and seeing if there's something there that we need to be aware of. I mean, I pretty much know all the stories in this book at this point, but let's see what we got. Right? What's love got to do with it? Apparently love has a lot to do with it. Oh, look at this. How she has a longing, how she's missing that relationship. But what she really misses is having someone there. It's very hard sometimes for us to face ourselves. So be aware of that. The children thing is interesting too. So what's love got to do with it? Let's see what love's got to do with it today. What does love got to do with it today, Spirit? Wisdom. Apparently love has a lot to do with it. Wisdom on the table. And this is a balancing of masculine and feminine energies as far as wisdom goes. A lot of twos. A lot of twos and a lot of ones. Interesting stuff. And that is, again, hearkening on the High Priestess in reverse. You got to follow your intuition, your inner guidance system, your wisdom. Two came up again. Impartiality. So this is, I always look at this as Libra. And this is really impartiality. Okay, let me pull the rest of the cards and then we'll talk about it. But yeah, that makes a lot of sense right now. Being fair. Temperance has been coming up a lot for me in my personal readings. Despondence. Look at that hater. What's up, hater? What's up, hater? They want you to stay in a measure of fear. But look at you. You got the world inside of you, girl. Please. You got the world within you. They can't keep you in a state of chaos for long. No, we're getting it together. And that's also some of the relationships you're dealing with. The person could having faith. And that's trusting our inner guidance system, our higher selves. Also, this card is about using your ability to heal yourself and your ability to put down your fear and the fear of what you feel like you're going to lose, to put it down, to deal with it, to use it to construct the path before you. So the yellow brick road from the Wizard of Oz comes to mind. Imagine you were Dorothy and you were actually creating your yellow brick road, your destiny, with your will. The yellow is connected to the solar plexus, so that's dealing with our will as you go along. And look at all these beautiful ancestors and spirit guides and beautiful higher dimensional beings that are around you that want you to have faith in yourself, in your ability. Not this little hater. Don't pay no attention to that. Don't pay no attention to that. They're just there trying to distract you, trying to make you feel a form of depression. And I feel like a lot of people too might be wanting to come up out of their depression right now. You may have had a mini like dark night of the soul recently, and it's time to really deal with those emotions. All right, let's see what we got here. Soulmate. So we got true love and soulmate. So there are some people that are coming, and understand that this is also about, I'm going to pull from the book on the soulmate card because it's an interesting story, but it's really about too finding that pure love, appreciation for yourself, to attract in somebody where you two can build together, and there's a measure of sovereignty in both individuals. That's very important, and it's not spoken about enough. I'm a separate individual, you're a separate individual, and we're finding ways to do this together, and I respect your ideas, concepts, and beliefs, and you respect my ideas, concepts, and beliefs, even if you don't agree. That's a healthy relationship. Not when somebody tries to force their ideas, concepts, and beliefs on you, it makes you feel like you are less than because of that. That's not healthy. Oh no. This is, ooh. This card is hot, baby. To smell this. Look at this. You can't make this shit up. Self-worth. Self-worth. Also connected in with your sacral chakra. So stop sleeping around. Stop giving your body to everybody. That's your temple. You just gonna let anybody come up into your temple? And then what we have here? This person here, right? Looking bitter as hell. We have trickery. But in this card, we deceive ourselves. So it's almost like nobody's the perfect angel. Everybody has a measure where they're trying to get over on someone else. And I feel like with all this going on, the only place that people are caring about other people are in those commercials. People have really been very bitter and very, like they're trying to, but really when we deceive others, we end up just deceiving ourselves. So it's time to get out of that energy. And also recognize when somebody's trying to pull a fast one on you. And you're going to recognize it because Seven of Swords is reversed, baby. What is in the dark is coming to the light. Now let's look up soulmate because there is some serious love coming through for some of you. Soulmate. Rose without thorns. It's time to face my true feelings. It's time for him to leave her again. To use the script he always does at this point, he even knows what's her next line. She will say, "How can you do this to me?" But unexpectedly, she says, "I love you." The words of the script die on his tongue. He struggles to get them out. Just a few words and he will be free, but they won't come. Suddenly, he collapses into her. He loves her. This is the true freedom he sought. Oh, true love. You see how they're engaged with each other. And there might be some people that really want to finally sort of figure out what it's like to have true love. And you see how this woman in this story, she's not trying to hold somebody back from what they want to do, from whatever their decision is. She's like, hey, no matter what you do, my love is eternal. I love you. And true allowing the other is allowing ourselves true liberty, true sovereignty, true freedom. And that really brings people together, doesn't it? So, I mean, there is a new kind of love coming onto the planet. Something that's more equal. Something that's sharing. Something that gives. Something where both give. So this is very balanced. And yeah, we're going to have to deal with some chaos within ourselves. I'm actually going to look up despondence too. Yeah, we're going to have to exercise wisdom with our decisions. But goddamn, look. So this is about being depressed. So, okay. So this is really about feeling immobilized, feeling depressed, feeling like you can't, wanting to give up. That's why I looked in that, because I was like, all right, I need this story real quick. And then choosing instead yellow brick road. Choosing our will. Choosing instead to really get up and do something about it. Get up. Do something about your life. All this faith, soulmate, self-worth, all these beautiful energies don't just come to you by osmosis. You have to be resonating and vibrating on that frequency. So that's what this is about right now. Clean your shit up. Because you deserve a soulmate connection. You deserve, even when no one else can see it, to sit in this chair of self-worth and self-love and self-value. You might want some children. You might want some Knight of Cups, a sincere connection. You might want true love. All these things are on the table for you at this time, but there's some things that we need to get out of the way. Honestly, for me personally, it's all about this. It's all about this. And it's all about finding the love within myself. That's my personal journey. Is to create healthy boundaries and find the love within myself, to stick to what I believe in and to stick to what I believe is true. Figure out what your personal boundaries are, because there is a lot here for you, but you have to see it. I mean, do you want this past life relationship? Do you want this reconciliation that is ominously holding you back? Do you want to build up your finances and career? New beginnings. This feels like an Aries energy to me. This is what the card is telling me. New beginnings, new offerings. You might get some new offers coming in too. But do you need to release some habits? Do you need to release codependency? Maybe put down the bottle? Maybe put down the addiction to love so that you can experience true love? Maybe come together with some people who are on the same journey and mission as you and celebrate with them. You know what I mean? There's a lot here right now for you. There's a lot here right now for you, but you have to want it. That's all it is, baby. So I'm thinking if I should see what our dragons got to say, what love has to do with it. Pull these up. You guys want to, let's do this up here. Dragon Oracle cards. Alright, let's see what we got. I'm going to pull one or two. Sorry. Hey, rose pink dragon. Apparently the dragons are very mushy low-key. Fierce. Mushy as fuck. For real. Let's see what we got here. I'm only pulling two of you. So get it together. Orange dragons. This is also bringing soul families and communities together. Was that not the first tarot card we pulled? Orange also is, you might need to do some healing in your sacral chakra if you have some sort of sexual abuse or trauma in your past, and or build up your creative energy. Spread belonging, warmth, and oneness. Bring people everywhere together. Oh, these cards are so thick. Okay. Oh, I'm feeling Oh, pure white dragon from Orion. Transforms your ascension knowledge into pure wisdom. So this is dealing with wisdom again. Also, like I said, you're going to want to take some time to mute your ideas, concepts, and words. That's really, really important. Not to just go running off at the mouth, not to have diarrhea of the mouth, but to choose your words very carefully and very wisely at this time. That's super important. All right, so I'm gonna go. I did do a new blog post, and if I can put the link here, I will. I forgot the title of it. Oh, how trauma affects your manifestation. From rags to riches, baby. And it's deeper than even Earth Dragon. Oh, I'm confirming. It's deeper than even trauma. It's really reprogramming the subconscious mind, and I give a lot of good ideas and concepts about how to do that for yourself. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people don't want to tell you this stuff. They don't want to give you this good game. They want you to pay them for it. If you need a personal session or personal coaching with that, or, you know, just a consultation to maybe, because you have some questions, you can definitely contact me. EmpressisabelMontero, and I'm probably going to change that soon, but that's what it is for now, at gmail.com. Right? These I'm going to shuffle really quick. Oh, look, the sun card. Here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do. Oh, shit. What do we have a falling out with? Oh, no. We don't want to have a falling out with the cups. And I'll have a lot more coming up for you guys in the next year or so. Or next 6 months. Year is actually long. Next 6 months, working on a new website, working on new concepts, new ideas. I do still have readings available. So I do still do monthly forecast, general energy, free yourself. I do general energy reading, love, finances, health, all that good stuff. So I'll leave that information there. I'm using the app Setmore to book right now. And a lot of those are just, you know, online readings or whatever. So you get an email. They're really comprehensive, though. Very comprehensive. I've had really good response with them. And it's a way that you can have something that's in your hands, that you can look at, that you can see, that you can digest for yourself. The pictures of the cards and everything that I pull is there for you. If you want a personal reading, a psychic reading, if you want me to read your chakras or do any energy work or anything like that, I would say email me. Empressisabel.info@gmail.com, because that's going to be the best way to contact me. And that right now until the website is back up. All right? Anyway, I love you guys. Peace.